Skeleton Plan of a Proposed Casting Vote Party, 1901, by Mark Twain. Note, Mark Twain's effort was always for clean politics. In 1901, he formulated what to him seemed a feasible plan to obtain this boon. It is here first published, ABP. To compel the two great parties to nominate their best man always. With the offices all filled by the best men of either of the two great parties, we shall have good government. We hold that this is beyond dispute, and does not need to be argued. The CV party should be organized. This, in order to secure its continuance and permanency. In the matter of membership, quality will be the main thing, rather than quantity. In small constituencies, where a town constable or a justice of the peace is to be elected, it will often be the case that a casting vote lodge of 50 members can elect the nominee it prefers. In every such community, the material for the 50 is present. It will be found among the men who are disgusted with the prevailing political methods, the low ambitions and ideals of the politicians, dishonesty in office, corruption, the frank distribution of appointments among characterless and incompetent men as pay for party service, the evasion and sometimes straight-out violation of the 153 service laws. The 50 will be found among the men who are ashamed of this condition of things and who have despaired of seeing it bettered, who stay away from the polls and do not vote, who do not attend primaries and would be insulted there if they did. The 50 exist in every little community. They are not seen, not heard, not regarded, but they are there. There, and deeply and sincerely desirous of good and sound government, and ready to give the best help they can if any will place before them a competent way. They are reserved and quiet merchants and shopkeepers, middle-aged. They are young men making their way in the offices of doctors and lawyers and behind counters. They are journeyman high-class mechanics. They are organizers of and workers for the community's charities, art and other social improvement clubs, university settlements, Young Men's Christian Association, circulating libraries. They are readers of books, frequenters of the library. They have never seen a primary, and they have an aversion for the polls. Senators, and in the United States, there is enough of it to throw the casting vote for its choice between the nominees of the two great parties and seat him in the presidential chair. The primal lodge call it a should consist of 10 men only. It is enough and can meet in a dwelling house or a shop and get well acquainted at once. It has before it the names of the nominees of the two great parties: Jones, Republican, Smith, Democrat. It fails of unanimity, both candidates perchance being good men and about equally acceptable, and casts 7 votes, say, for Jones and 3 for Smith. It elects one of its 10 to meet similar delegates from any number of local lodges and hand in its vote. This body, call it a B lodge, examines the aggregate vote. This time the majority may be with Smith. The members carry the result to their lodges, and these, by the conditions of their membership, must vote for Smith. In the case of a state election, bodies each consisting of a number of B lodges would elect a delegate to a state council, and the state council would examine the aggregate vote and give its decision in favor of the Republican or Democratic candidate receiving the majority of the casting votes suffrages. In the case of a presidential contest, the state council would appoint delegates to a national convention, and these would examine the aggregate casting vote and determine and announce the choice of the casting vote organizations of the whole country. At the presidential election, the lodges throughout the land would vote for presidential electors of the party indicated. If the reader thinks well of the project, let him begin a private canvass among his friends and give it a practical test, without waiting for other people to begin. If in the hands of men who regard their citizenship as a high trust this scheme shall fail upon trial, a better must be sought, a better must be invented, for it cannot be well or safe to let the present political conditions continue indefinitely. They can be improved, and American citizenship should rouse up from its disheartenment and see that it is done.